There was one a man who stood alone against an entire nation. A man who broke idols, questioned the king, and was thrown into a blazing fire. Yet the fire did not burn him. This is not fiction. This is the story of one of the greatest prophets in history, Ibrahim alayhi salam, the beloved friend of Allah. And his story may change the way you see faith forever. Long ago, people worshipped idols made from stone and wood. They bowed to statues, prayed to objects they created with their own hands. Even Ibrahim's own father was an idol maker. But from a young age, Ibrahim questioned everything. He looked at the stars and wondered, how can something that disappears be a god? He looked at the moon and the sun, but each one vanished. And Ibrahim realized the true creator must be eternal. The true God never disappears. Allah guided his heart toward the truth. While everyone followed blind traditions, Ibrahim searched for reality. One day, Ibrahim alayhi salam spoke to his people. How can you worship statues that cannot hear, cannot speak, and cannot help you? But the people became angry because truth makes falsehood uncomfortable. Even when his own father rejected him, yet Ibrahim remained calm. He did not insult, he did not fear. He invited them toward Allah with wisdom. But their hearts were hard. Then came the day of the festival. The people left the city to celebrate. Ibrahim stayed behind. He entered the temple filled with idols, large, small, and gold idols. He looked at them and said, why don't you eat? Why don't you speak? Silence. Then Ibrahim took an axe and smashed every idol except the biggest one. When the people returned, they were shocked. Who destroyed our gods? Then they broke Ibrahim, and he replied calmly, ask the big idol if it can speak. At that moment, they realized the truth, but pride blinded them. Instead of accepting the reality, they chose anger. The king and the people decided, burn Ibrahim alive. They gathered wood for days. The fire became enormous, so huge, birds could not fly over it. They tied Ibrahim and launched him into the flames. And at that moment, Allah commanded the fire, O fire, be coolness and peace upon Ibrahim. The impossible happened. The fire burned the ropes, but did not burn Ibrahim. Allah protected his servant, and Ibrahim walked out safely. The people witnessed a miracle with their own eyes, yet many still refuses to believe. Years later, Allah blessed Ibrahim alayhi salam with a son, Ismail alayhi salam, a child he loved deeply. Then came the greatest test. Ibrahim alayhi salam saw in a dream that Allah commanded him to sacrifice his son. Imagine that moment. A father asked to sacrifice the child he waited years for. But Ibrahim alayhi salam put his trust in Allah completely. And Ismail alayhi salam said, Father, do what Allah has commanded. You will find me patient. As Ibrahim prepared to sacrifice him, Allah stopped him. Because the test was never about blood. It was about obedience, trust, and submission. Allah replaced Ismail alayhi salam with a sheep. And this moment became remembered forever through Eid al-Adha. The story of Ibrahim alayhi salam is not just a history. It is a message for us today. When the world follows falsehood, stand with truth. When people mock your faith, stay patient. When life tests you, trust Allah. Ibrahim alayhi salam lost comfort, his people, his home, but he gained something greater, the friendship of Allah, and centuries later, billions still remember his name. One man, one truth, one unshakable faith. This was the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam. May Allah make us strong in faith like him. Ameen.